threaten the pocket, really. But like you said, Phil, a very difficult shot. Now these are opened up nicely. There's another, so he's got to be approaching the hill, I believe. Yeah, that puts him on the hill with maybe a 5-game lead.
Sorry.
Hair shy of his mark. A little on the right rail, but really good. Start cutting them thin.
Like so many racks, this was all about the 2-ball. And now Anton Raga is about to go back in front. For the first time
wins the 11th rack
since 3-2. Again, Bogost. Just to repeat, in control against Max Lechner at 7-1.
Foul stroke. Ball in hand.
Scratching on the break, just what Johan Chua wanted to see.
And 3. He's going to try and hit the 3 and still let the cue ball spin up. So he's coming inside the 3 and the rail like that. Oh, he got the 2 open. What a nice play. Control there. Could get a little awkward cueing, but not too bad. Can handle a lot on the pink. Watch the cue ball. It'll kind of start with a bottom spin and then turn over about a foot before the 6 and kind of come a rolling ball like that. Makes the pocket a little bigger. You can kill.
I can tell you over on table 3, James Arenas is very close to victory against Mickey Kraus. Just saw Kraus put his cue down almost in resignation.
And we try to watch as many matches as we can. And James, there were a few mistakes by both players the first couple games, but he settled in quickly. And a big win, looks like, for James Arenas coming soon.
The pertinent numbers. So Arenas wins comprehensively. This match, much more competitive.
Yeah, an obvious push-out situation here. Pretty good break-off. Seems like the last few games.
Most productive run.
Yeah, he caught that a little heavy. Narrowly getting by the 9. Saw the 6 hit the lower jaw on that lower left corner pocket.
Johan Chua, the number 4 in the World 9-Ball Tour rankings, could well fall behind. He should fall behind here.
He just has to clean these two up, get back in the lead. And we had about 4 lead changes in this match. At least 3, I think.
Four it is,
Raga wins the
and
first
this time it is Anton Raga who's back in the ascendancy at.
Remember, I was first coming up, there were all the great players always at the pool room, and that's not the case in America now. A lot of them do exhibitions and different things between tournaments, and where the Philippines they're still battling against each other as much as they can, and it really serves them well. But you know, you say that 250 up top, and of course the trophy means the most. I mean, the money's not going to have your name on it forever like that trophy is, but exponentially, what do you think this is, you know, dollar-wise for a world champion? You got to believe it's worth at least double with all the invites and sponsorship dollars.
Well, we're discovering this in snooker with Zhao Zintong, first Chinese world champion, and yeah, endorsements are flowing, let's put it that way.
Yeah, and the pool players, you know, the ones of yesteryear, they had a lot of charisma, and I always loved them. Oh, a lot of heat right now on Chua, it seems like, but again, the guys today are great as well. So any of these companies would love to have a world 9-ball champion, but on their side or in their stable.
Okay, Jeremy, so a 2-part question. Most charismatic pool player you've come across on the table
extension
and off the table?
Wow, good question. I gotta think that one over. I'll tell you, you know, a lot of pool players, almost all pool players have seen the color of money. Some non-pool players have seen the color of money. Keith played his part of Grady's seasons pretty well, because he was a colorful guy on the table, and he's of course a colorful guy off the table. But I got to think about that for a moment. Keith McCready is one that came to mind on both parts of that. Just give me a rack, and I'll try and get you an answer.
Cool.
Well, Rodney Morris, I think, is in the conversation.
Yeah, Rodney is, and you know, a very charismatic pool player on the table. Really was fun to watch, and I personally thought when he won that U.S. Open in, what was it, 95 or 96? I think it was 95 anyways, and it's the first one I attended that I thought he was going to go on to be #1 player in the world for a while. Just so much upside and power and whatever you want to call it, but definitely a very colorful guy on the table.
Now, Chua reels away there. That tells us the red 3-ball is partially intervening here, maybe even fully intervening.
Yeah, this is the jump shot you want if you have to make a jump shot. Really straight in, don't have to cut it.
Foul stroke.
He's amped up a bit. Couldn't control the height of the cue ball, and therefore got on top of the 2. Big moment for Raga to take a 2-game lead. It's been a while. I think the last 2-game lead was 3-1 maybe. Not sure. Phil keeps all those numbers.
Yeah, you're right, it was. And when the balls are like this, invitingly positioned.
I'm sure there's plenty of the snooker guys that would qualify.
Absolutely.
Anton Raga wins.
Anton Raga, you know, he might be qualifying for the last 16 here. Ball in hand, did the business. He leads Johan Chua 8-6. Fedor Gorst is stuck on 8 on table 2. Now leading Max Lechner 8-4. that slow-moving contest between Oliver Szolnocki and Mario He has gone one more rack deep. Szolnocki 4-3 up. Marvin Assis and Duong Kwok Wang. By the way, Duong has played very well here. They're just starting out. Conrad Jajushin 3-1 over Piers Labutis. It's 2-2, Claudio Cacci and Michael Feliciano. 3-2 for Francisco Sanchez Ruiz against Marco Tutor. And here is our first look at Fedor this evening. Well, I was saying he was stuck on 8. I think he's about to break the hoodoo, if it ever was a hoodoo. Bernie Regulario on the hill against Loho Sum at 10-7.
Rack 15.
Patrick Gonzalez 6-4 over Ekman Kachi. Ko Ping Chung won the first 3 racks against Wu Kun Lin. Now it's 3-2. Carlo Biardo 7-6 over Victor Zielinski. 6-6 Jeffrey Ignacio and Mieszko Fortunski. Now let's just see Fedor slot this one home. When he won the title last year, his most comfortable victory was 11-4. Funnily enough, against a player we've been watching all evening, Anton Raga. That was in the quarterfinals. So he could equal that here against Lechner. To do that, he would need the last couple of racks, because right now he leads 9-4.
Yeah, and what a tale of 2 years for him, and we'll see how far he goes in 2025. But trailed it many times last year in this event, and I think he's only trailed, or he hasn't trailed, since down 2-0 in the first match against Sam Henderson. Going 3 cushions here. Oh, he could get 1 cushion. Okay, great hit. Look at the 1 ball.
Another question for you, Jeremy. Fedor Gorsht is trying to emulate Earl Strickland, who won the first 2 World Championships. In 1990, he won in Bergheim, Germany. 1991, it was back in the States. In his first final to win this, he beat Jeff Carter. Did you know Jeff Carter?
Oh, yeah. I actually, the year I won the U.S. Open 1 pocket, I beat Jeff Carter in the finals. Great hit here. He needs a little more out of it, though. Yeah, Jeff Carter from Illinois area, Wisconsin, that area of the country. Great straight pool player, of course, a great 9-ball player. One tough customer playing all games, really. But you don't know much about 1 pocket, but it was the craziest thing. I won that on 3 fouls, which is a 9-ball. You know, you'll see a 3 foul every now and again, but in 1 pocket, you may not see it for a decade, maybe longer, maybe your whole life, really.
You said I don't know much about 1 pocket. I'll tell you exactly what I know about 1 pocket. Nothing.
Yeah, well, you might get a glimpse of it. Your little trip coming to the States here next month.
I would love to educate myself, definitely. Now then, Chua needs to get going again.
Yeah, well, he's got to earn this one, not only on his first 1 ball, but then the 2 to the 3 and then back down table. So he had to just take what he could get. He's going to elevate the cue and come back off the blue 2. This is one that's so easy to drive into that right knuckle on the lower right corner. And this
Extension
is
call.
a lot of sports. They'd say you got to man up and make it happen, and that's exactly what he has to do here.
And that's normally Chua's approach. Take on the big shots. Don't be scared of them.
He's going twice back and forth. Beauty. Oh no, doesn't deserve this.
Foul stroke, ball in hand.
It was even. The
Please start
fact
the
that it gave him just a small amount of hope as it hung on the lip of the pocket and then cruelly descended.
Yeah, probably didn't expect to get. He just pured it so much. He got a little more cue ball movement than expected, and now to get in the driver's seat heading towards the end of this match. And now he's got to get better with the break. The break has really got lost for Anton Raga with this lead. So many great players. It's hard to talk about all of them, but so many with some great results in this event. Not necessarily won it, but Wu Kun Lin, I think he's a guy that
Extension call.
plays so steady. What is he? He got to the semifinals, I believe, twice here in the World 9 Ball. It seems like the quiet guys we forget about too often.
At the start of the match, we were discussing Raga's propensity to move on shots. Well, by and large, I think he's been pretty good tonight. Looks as solid as a rock to me.
Yeah. It's a little thinner to the side than he wanted, but so close. Drawing the cue ball into position off this side cushion should be okay. Just don't let it wander and fall somewhat straight. That's what you want to avoid here. Of course, stay off the rail. This is a little preference as well. It can go forward or back. I like kind of stunning back. Hair left. Oh, he's come towards the side. Wow.
The bumper, the middle pocket has made this pot so much easier than it might have been. This for a 3-rack lead late on. Johan Chua is struggling. The pick of many people coming here to...
This is overamped. This is overamped, and what a moment here.
Well, he couldn't pot it, but that was the next best thing. Very good indeed.
Difficult kick. Anytime you're going close to the rail, he had to bend it also. Very difficult to judge. And now, I think the 8-9 got bumped a hair and made the combination a little more natural. Maneuvering game that he got the best of, and now to get.
Anton Raga.
Yes, and that's because Anton Raga is now on 10, 4 clear, 4 up. Possible 5 racks to play. Johan Chua will need all of his brilliance to pull this match.
Moving forward here, Phil. So this is the shot, it looks like. If you can get this one down, you fancy his chances. Yeah, perfect position here. He's got a little angle. He'll use the bottom rail, maybe the side rail with it.
Anton Raga has been good value for this result.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, from what I saw early in the event, I saw some coming 2 rails at the 9. A little bit of a stretch.
Luang Dok Tien.
Anton Raga wins the match.
In the battle of the Filipinos, Cebu has overcome Johan Chua, who's from Bacolod in the central Philippines.